affordable housing could soon be arriving at a BART station near you. A bill to clear the way for more housing construction on BART-controlled land passed through the state legislature this week. BART estimates it could result in up to 20,000 new units, including 7,000 designated as affordable. The bill now heads to the governor's desk.
And joining us now to talk all things BART, we have BART Director Deborah Allen with us. Thank you so much for being here. And Deborah, I understand you represent Contra Costa on the Board of Directors. Now, as you go about riding BART and speaking with BART riders who want to tell you their concerns, what are they saying about safety on BART these days?
I think people are genuinely concerned. They are fearful about the stories that have come out about the recent attacks, the assaults, the thefts. They're concerned.
Yeah, we've got the April 22nd assault. That was the 40 to 60 teenagers. We've got the June 28th, 4 teenagers, and then June 30th, 10 to 13, teenagers, all iPhone, cell phone robberies. And you're saying people are nervous. Are they happy, or are they satisfied with the kind of information that BART is disclosing about these actions?
I've received a number of requests and comments from riders to ask me to press for the release of the video of these incidents, and the reason for that is they want to see for themselves what's going on the trains, and they want to learn from that and determine how they can protect themselves a little better and be less vulnerable to those types of crimes on the trains.
Now, we've heard that BART has said that it's because there are minors involved, and that's why they're not able to release the videos. Is that your understanding?
Right. Originally, the April attack, the BART did say that because they were minors involved, and in addition to that, the investigation, when something is under investigation, they are not required to release the video. But I've since learned that in that April attack, there was a 19-year-old who was arrested and detained, who is not a minor. And so there would be reason for at least the video of that person to be released.
Yeah, and you would think maybe they could blur the faces of other folks. So if it's not because they're minors, because we know at least one of them isn't, what is it?
Well, so I asked that question recently, asked why can't we release these videos? And the answer was initially that, well, normally cities don't release videos of these types of crimes. And I said, yes, but this is BART. You know, people are sort of trapped in this train for a while, and they have a right to see what could potentially happen. And the next answer was that to release these videos would create a high level of racially insensitive commentary toward the district, and in addition, it would create a racial bias in the riders against minorities on the trains.
So they were saying that, and I assume the implication is that these crimes, or at least some of them, have been conducted by minorities, and so they don't want to release the footage because then that would somehow cause
a racial bias.
A racial bias?
Right.
Did they say, so if it were a video showing white teenagers robbing someone, we would have the video by now? Is that the implication?
That is not a question I asked, but that might be a good question.
Wow. What about the passengers? What about their rights to, as you said, protect themselves, see what's happening so they can know, like, if there's a place that they should sit or other ways that they can prevent these things from happening?
Right. I think this goes back to priorities at BART. It's something I often talk about on a wide variety of subjects. What is the priority of BART? Is the safety of the passenger, of all passengers, is that a lesser priority than the racial bias issue?
Now, we have just a few seconds left, but I would love for you to tell our viewers who, if they are concerned one way or the other on this issue, what they should do to make their voices heard.
Yes, so BART.gov, there is a board of directors link there where people can reach not only their own director, but they can reach a broad link to all directors. Write to us and tell us what you think. I, as a director, I read those comments every single day, and I take those into consideration. But But there are things BART can do too, and that includes increasing police presence and addressing the gateway crime, which is fare evasion.
Excellent. Well, we'll have to get to that some other time, but thank you so much for being with us this morning, Ms.
Thank
Deborah
you.
Allen, BART Director.